we're back with another episode.
All right, y'all.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody, to the
your
Face Off.
favorite podcast.
We're back.
You've missed us so much.
We were gone for 3 weeks, you guys.
Small hiatus, but we made it back.
Yes, just to let you know, there was no drama. We did not hate each other and almost quit the show.
No drama.
Baby mother.
No.
I'm a mother.
No drama.
We literally, Alyssa was on vacation. I went to a little mini vacation. We just took a little break just to clear our minds, have some time, because we've been going really, really hard, really strong with this podcast stuff for the past year and a half. So
Damn, that's insane.
I know, it doesn't feel like that. It's
We
going to be
made it.
2
Mama, we
years.
made it.
It's going to be 2 years this year. 2 years in September.
Jesus.
I can't believe we've been doing a podcast for 2 years.
Praise God.
Hallelujah. From whom all blessings flow. Yeah. Anyway, but we're back. Welcome.
Did
back.
you miss us?
I missed you, though, for real. I really did.
I missed you.
I was like, fucking come back already when you're still vacation.
Dude, I will tell you, time was passing so slow over there because it would be like 24 hours and I was like, damn, I swear we've been here a week.
I feel like I'm ready to come home.
I'm ready, yeah. And it wasn't even like I wanted to get home, but I just wanted like my bed.
Yeah, normalcy.
Yeah, like a routine. It was whenever I'm on a trip, I have like a week. You get 7 days of me before I'm like, all right, we either got to move in here or I got to get home.
Yeah.
Like I can't do this living out of a suitcase shit for much longer.
Yeah, definitely. I've promised myself that every 90 days, starting from now to forever, I am going to take any kind of trip. I don't care.
That's what my Nana said to do.
Yeah, if I just go, I don't care if I go to Houston, to Austin, just every 90 days, I am taking 4 days off from work. So like a Friday through a Monday, and I'm taking off.
I love that. We could plan a little trip.
Yeah, they have like a tiny house community in Austin, and they have like these little cabins that are like tiny houses. They're so cute.
I mean, I'll do it. I don't want to do that, but I will do it.
It's glamping. Okay. It's not real camping.
Then I will do it.
Yeah, it's a tiny house.
I'm really into the Northeast right now, like the Eastern Coast.
Yeah.
I really want to do that.
I'm an East Coast girl.
Are you an East Coast gal?
Yeah, I'm from Florida.
I'm stuck on
Southeast.
I'm stuck on like Northeast coastal rich girl TikTok.
Yeah.
And I don't think I can afford it during the summer, the high season.
Yeah.
But I think we can afford it in the off season.
Absolutely.
And I've been watching a lot of Nancy Myers. You familiar?
No.
It's complicated. That kind of
so
stuff.
So complicated.
No? Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. But I think that could be a fun trip for us.
Yeah, definitely.
Weekend trip. How was Atlanta where the players play?
So Atlanta was sorry, I was thirsty. Atlanta was super cool. Okay, first of all, I decided to just take a random trip, right? My friend in North Carolina, shouts out to my friend Crystal, and we decided to surprise my best friend Larissa, and we, conspired all this stuff behind her back, obviously, because it was a surprise with her husband. So I called her husband, and I'm like, hey, dude, we were all went to high school together, and I was just like, hey, I want to come in town and surprise her. It was more so a selfish trip for me because I really just needed to be around my friends because I had missed them so much and hadn't seen them in 2 years because of the pandemic. COVID. I know, fucking COVID. And so I decided to plan a trip, flew there at 5 o'clock in the morning.
You woke up at 5 or you didn't go to bed?
No, I didn't go to bed till like 2, and then I had to wake up at like 3:30 to get to the airport, park my car, and all that kind of stuff. Atlanta was so much fun. We went to this place called Candytopia where you just go around and everything. A lot of the stuff is made of candy, like jelly beans and whatnot. Sorry, y'all, my nose is really itching. So for those that are watching the video,
she's picking her nose.
No, my skin is breaking out from a product that I just started using, and so there's like bumps all over my face. Do not zoom in. For those that are watching,
I have mocos because of the sub-Saharan African dust that's
really that you were ingesting?
Flown in, yeah.
Well, you were climbing mountains.
That's
Climb
true.
Every mountain. But let me tell you how I got accosted by a crackhead.
What?
So
I cannot wait to hear the story. Wait, let me face you.
I know, right? So while I was in Atlanta, everything was fine. We went out to dinner. We had such great fun. I went to actually go see my 2 uncles, my dad's brothers, and amazing trip, right? So I'm leaving that. I won't say when I'm leaving because for other purposes. Anyway, so I'm leaving this particular day and flying out. So my flight is at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? And so, but it's Eastern Standard Time.
Morning flights for you.
Well, I always take super early flights because there's not a lot of people, or I take red eyes. But I do not take like in the middle of the day flights because that's when they are more expensive too. So anyway, so I have to wait because she lives an hour from the airport, like an hour and 20 minutes from the airport. Damn. So I have to wake up at 4:00 in the morning to leave her house by 4:30 so I can get into Atlanta by 5:30. Return my rental car, go through security. So I go to fill up the car, near the airport. There's this one Walmart that I usually go to or whatever, and this one little racetrack that I usually go to. So anyway, it's 5:00 in the morning, okay? 5 a.m. I go to this place, and there's a gas truck that's already there trying to replenish the gas in the ground.
You're not supposed to fill up while the gas truck is replenished.
But it wasn't my car. It was a rental.
That's true.
So then I see this. So there are two black guys, whatever, but they're on the other side of the truck, so they don't see me. All of a sudden, I see this one black dude. He starts walking up toward me. 5 a.m. in the morning. It's super dark. And he's like, oh, my God. Thank God, a sister. And so I'm like, I'm just like, I don't have my weapons on me. They're all in Texas because I'm flying. So I'm like, immediately no. And he's like, so, ma'am. And I was like, no, thanks. Did like my nephew does. No, thanks. And so he was like, no, ma'am, just listen. And I was like, no, thank you. He was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Every single damn time I need help, and you just ask somebody a simple question, then they don't want to help you. I mean, he's going off, and I'm like, you're having an internal struggle, and I'm not going to do this with you at 5 a.m.
I need to fly out of here.
Exactly. I need to get back to go to work. And so then he says, I was like, sir, I'm not going to tell you again, no, thank you. Like, seriously, you come up to me, this is what I told him verbatim. I said, your family will be wearing your face on a fucking t-shirt. Do not come up to me. Atlanta crackheads are very, very aggressive. That's all I'm saying. They're very aggressive. I used to live there. They're very aggressive. I think they're a little bit more aggressive. Well, they're not as aggressive as the Water Boys, but they are very aggressive.
Just love that threat.
Yeah.
Like, your family will be wearing your face on a t-shirt.
I had to assert all kind of authority because I'm like, shoot, I don't have my mouse tool with me in this state.
That's a period.
Exactly. So then he's like, walks off like this little 2-year-old child, and he's like, man, see, all I was going to do was ask you for $3 so I can get my diabetes medication.
Oh, shit, I work in healthcare.
First of all, sir, no pharmacy is open right now. It's 5 a.m. Number 2, pharmacy, like diabetes medicine does not cost $3. Number 3, everybody knows that when dealing with crackheads, they will always ask you for $3. That is a universal signal for I am a crackhead. It's $3.
It's more than 1. It's less than 5. I agree.
No crackhead is ever going to ask you for $10. They're never going to even ask you for 5. They're going to ask you for $3 or less. But 98% of the time, they're going to ask you for $3.
But I think they're also they're knowing that 3 sounds better than 5 or 10, but more than 1, right?
Who got singles on them?
But also they know no one has singles on them.
Exactly.
They know you're going to give them a 5, a 10, hopefully a 20.
So then
they're smart. They're crafty.
They are. So then I'm literally like struggling with the stupid pump because it doesn't. I'm like pressing the thing because it doesn't want to go, and then he just keeps saying, "Ma'am," and I was like, "Dude, I'm not gonna tell you a fucking again. Get the fuck away from me before I beat your ass." And so he was like, man, this is why I hate people. He just keeps walking off. So I get in the rental car and I go to the racetrack that I should have went to in the first place. Then there's some guy out there washing his car like he's outside of his own house with a whole ass water hose at 5 a.m. And I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of Georgia. If I've ever thought for a second that I missed living in Atlanta, that experience brought me right back.
I want to visit. You've done nothing but sell it to
Atlanta me. Is a beautiful place, but it's little states within state.
It's where the players play.
Yeah.
And they ride on them things like every day.
Very, very true. But my trip to Atlanta was a lot of fun. I had so much fun with my friends, and it definitely made me want to like just pack up my house and move back to the East Coast.
We're all just making moves. I think 2023 is the year.
How was your trip to Peru?
Well, I also was in Atlanta.
Oh, you were?
For all of like 27 minutes, but I loved it.
You almost missed your flight.
It was hot as hell, but I loved it. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because there was a freaking Popeyes right outside my gate.
Oh, you should have went to the PF. There's a PF Chang's in the Atlanta airport.
Really?
I go to that one all the time. You could order your food pre-canned and then just go up there and show up.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. That would have been good to know.
I want to say it's in Concourse C. Because I used to fly a lot when I lived in Atlanta.
Well, why wouldn't? I mean, that airport's cool as hell.
And the flights were like $100 round trip back and forth to Fort Lauderdale. So
that's
I didn't care.
Nice. Yeah. I wouldn't even call it a vacation. I'm gonna call it a trip. I traveled.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like relaxing at all. Mm-hmm. It was go. But I don't know what the hell's going on with airplanes right now. Trash.
Trash. A lot of flights are being canceled like left and right.
trash.
Yeah.
The flight out there, not bad. Flew San Antonio to Atlanta, no problem, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Cake. Atlanta to Lima, Peru, 6 hours, whatever. Some people fell asleep. I did not get to. Watched, what did I watch? Eat, Pray, Love. Got myself.
You were just wired?
I just couldn't sleep. Like, I kind of slept on and off. I can't sleep. I can sleep anywhere, but on planes, I can fall asleep, but I can't stay asleep. Like, I'm doing the head bob and then all that shit.
Yeah.
I had put an AirTag in my luggage because I watched a TikTok video that was like, put an AirTag in your luggage.
That's a smart idea.
Thank you very much.
I'm probably going to do that from now on.
You should.
When I check back.
I just dropped it right in there. You can see exactly where it's moving. It was beautiful. I land in Lima. I turned my phone on. I checked my luggage. Atlanta. And I was like, And my friends were like, it didn't update. And I was like, no, this shit said 2 minutes ago. It was at terminal, whatever the fuck in Atlanta.
Oh my God.
So I was like, okay. I go up to the counter. Mind you, when I walk up to the like baggage, first of all, my friends and I all checked our bags at the same time because we got to the airport at the same time. They got their bags. I did not get mine. So I'm annoyed, but I'm trying not to be upset.
It's racism.
I'm also really, truly, I'm also trying not to be upset because there's this other man there at the counter and he is fucking losing it.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I can't be that guy.
Yeah, no.
Because he's fucking making
You're going to go to jail.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm not in America and I'm not trying to go to jail.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
When I walk up to the like service counter to tell them, hey, y'all fucking lost my bag, there's probably 20 suitcases sitting there.
Wow.
And I told the guy, hey, my suitcase didn't come. He's like, oh, I know, it happens all the time. All of these were suitcases from the flight before you that didn't come in on time.
Oh my God.
So I don't know what the fuck's going on at the Atlanta airport, but y'all need to get your shit together.
That's a busy airport. Like, I mean, I know LaGuardia and like JFK are super busy as well, but Atlanta, you have to remember, Atlanta airport is run by Black people.
That I didn't want to listen. I wasn't gonna listen.
It's just the truth.
And when I told my mom what happened, she was like internet sleuth of the fucking year. She was like, I've just watched 16 TikTok videos. This happens to people in Atlanta all the time. And there was a lot of inference in that statement, and I didn't want to make it. So I was like,
you're Black, you can.
I was like, these fucking high motherfuckers.
No, the problem is Atlanta Hartsfield, Jackson Hartsfield is like the Walmart of airports.
I was so
nobody knows where everything is.
Yeah, this has literally never happened to me. I was so upset because I was like, how hard is, like, it's a conveyor belt. It's a fucking conveyor belt. You put it on, it just zip zap zops, and then you put it on the plane.
And all of your friends actually, y'all all check your bags. Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
Annoyed. And mind you, the people in Peru, literally the sweetest, nicest, most beautiful people. This man who just got yelled at by this asshole from America, of course, because we're all fucking dicks. He was like, I'm so sorry. Let me, like, there's a flight. I said, okay, well, it'll be on the next flight. When's the next flight? He was like, tomorrow morning.
Oh, wow.
I was like, okay, cool. But I fly out of here tomorrow morning.
To go somewhere else.
So now I'm stressed because if I don't have my stuff tomorrow morning, I'm screwed for this whole trip. Yeah. Because it's all my hiking stuff because I have to go on a hike.
With her white friends.
With my white friends. Honestly, if it didn't come, I would have considered I would have been like, I'll bus up there, I'll train up there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'm thinking about it. There was no way I could have hiked up there without my hiking.
No, you would not have. You would have died.
I would have died.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or you would have had to rent the horse and then go up there.
Truly. So anyway, it worked out, I guess. I ended up buying a bunch of shit from H&M. Thank God for H&M.
I'm so glad that like American stores are everywhere and that they branch out internationally so you can find stuff.
True, but here's the thing. I feel like okay, here's the thing. I love being an American. Love America. Great place to live. I go overseas and I forget that I'm like the fucking I feel incompetent everywhere. Yes. I feel naive everywhere. Yeah. I'm just like, America's not a real place.
It's not.
We walk into H&M and they're talking to us and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. He's like, you need 2 masks if you're not going to wear an N95.
Really?
And we had to wear 2 masks at the airport.
Why 2?
Because if you're not wearing N95, then you have to wear 2 masks.
Wow.
So to me, in my head, I'm like, this ain't gonna do shit, sir.
I work in
healthcare. Isn't gonna do shit.
Not gonna do anything.
Who has 2 masks on them like that?
A lot of people did. They put remember in the beginning of the pandemic, they put an N95 and then a mask on.
Yeah, and we were like, you can't breathe. So anyway, all that shit. Anyway, all that to say, went to the airport early. This nice man called me, emailed me, did all the shit. I got my suitcase. We flew to Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
The city, or Cusco, the city. Mm-hmm. Love Cusco.
How was the food?
Amazing.
Yeah.
So everything's fresh. A soup at every meal. Do you like soup?
If it's cold, yeah. Like not the soup.
Wait,
if
what?
the weather is cold outside.
I was like, that's disgusting.
No, cold soup.
What the hell?
Good soup. No, not cold soup. If
I
it's
only
cold
like
outside.
That's fucking gazpacho.
I don't eat soup in the summertime. It's too hot.
Okay. Yes, but there it was kind of cool. It's wintertime there.
Oh,
It's
really?
their dry season, which is winter. Yeah. So at night it was like 35 degrees.
I'm going
and
to Peru.
during the day it was like 70.
I'm going to Peru.
It was beautiful.
Jeez.
Yeah. They soup everything. I had
Yeah.
asparagus soup, corn soup,
Corn soup is good.
chicken noodle, all the soups.
Potato soup is good too.
Oh, and they have like 900,000 kinds of potato.
Ooh. Are they known for potatoes?
They are known for potato. Okay, Peru has some of the like top restaurants in the world. We ate
Really?
at one of the top 50 restaurants in the world when we were in Lima.
No way. Was it expensive?
Hell yeah, it was. Let me tell you what I did. Okay, this is the thing.
Don't tell me you ate the
my
steak.
friends chose the activity, which was the hike and the camping. And I said, okay, if y'all bitches get to do that, then guess what I get to do? Pick the hotels and the restaurants. It's only fair. So I made reservations for us at this restaurant. It's one of the top 50 in the world. And we get there. It's super cute. And they said, okay, we can order this and this, or we have a tasting menu. Automatically, I'm like,
the latter.
we got to taste. We're
Yeah.
here. We are here at the place. We got to taste.
Absolutely.
Right. So then they're like, well, if you want to do that, we have a wine pairing to accompany each course. There's like 8 courses.
Y'all probably drunk as hell.
I was like, well, surely I have to get a wine for each one. The food was immaculate.
Wow.
It was so good. It was beautiful. Each wine, the sommelier would come out with each course, tell you about the wine, tell you why it paired with the food. When I would eat a piece of the food and it tasted okay, I would take a sip of the wine and it tasted okay. But when I had them together, I was like, it was like a ratatouille moment. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Dropped $200 at dinner.
Jeez.
But I feel like in America that would have been like $300-$400.
That's still a lot.
It is still a lot.
Can we get a value menu, please?
But I was living large in South America.
Well, that's good.
Loved that. The hike was fine in Machu Picchu. We hiked like 8 hours the first day. I didn't think I was gonna make it. We had this very sweet guide who kept being like, you guys are doing great. You guys are doing great. We weren't doing great.
And imagine how tired this man must be. I mean, his body's conditioned, but the fact that he does it every day.
Man, he did our hike. And he told us at the end, he was like, oh, I'm going to have a day off, and then I'm going to do a 10-day trek. He was going with another group to do 10 days. He had made that hike 800 times. I don't ever want to make it again in my life.
That is insane.
These people are something else. We had a...
Are they called Peruvians? No.
Yeah, they are
Peruvians? Oh, okay. I'll make sure that was the right word.
We had our guide, but then we also had porters who carried like our clothes and the tents and the food and all that.
Yeah.
This man ran ahead of us so he could set up lunch so we could eat it. He then took all of our stuff. What took us 2 hours to hike, he ran in 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
To go set up camp. These people are unreal.
Oh my god. And there's probably no obesity in Peru.
No, they're short and they're fit and their lung capacity amazing because of the altitude.
Yeah, true. That's like people who are born and raised in Colorado. Their lungs are way better.
We are
than
not
ours.
the same. I would take 2 steps and I had to take a breath. It took me a minute to get acclimated.
You did have your inhaler with you though.
I
right?
did, and a portable nebulizer.
Oh well, that's good. Smart.
My mom bought it for me. Best
Shouts
gift.
out to Miss Fowler. Mm-hmm.
Shouts out. So that was good. Machu Picchu was about 11,000 feet up. I had problems, but nothing big. Did my inhaler once.
Yeah.
Because you hike up, steep, whatever. Then you get to this point where it's like 90-degree angle.
Oh, geez.
Steps.
Ooh, Stairmaster.
Straight up. Mm-hmm.
My lord.
Hella Stairmaster. Did not prepare for that. Had a couple close calls. Got a little lightheaded.
Wow.
No one cared. My whole group was like, you're fine. I like stood up.
Suck it up.
Yeah, exactly. That was all good. We camped. We did Machu Picchu. Beautiful. It was a really cool place. Mm-hmm. The idea that these like native people hundreds of years ago somehow built this city in the middle of the fucking mountains.
That's why I believe there were giants here before.
Really?
I really do. I really believe that there were giant people. There's too much evidence that there were giant people because there's no way with you there was no such thing as a bobcat.
There wasn't.
There was no bobcats around. No, John Deere wasn't around.
Nope.
How the hell did you do all this?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there were giant people.
They have these things. They're like, oh, they would put this big rock on these little rocks and roll them. No fucking way. Because I just climbed that shit. How did they climb that shit with stuff?
I want to see video.
With rocks.
I need to see video.
I want the receipts.
Yeah, because I don't believe it.
I want the receipts. Anyway, we did that. It was so cool. Next day, we climbed Rainbow Mountain, which is 15,000 feet up.
Oh, jeez.
I was told by some Scottish man on the trek that it wasn't that big of a deal. It was fine. He was like, if you can do Machu Picchu, you can do Rainbow Mountain. He was a fucking liar. And if you're from Scotland, I now think you're a liar.
I was gonna say, what's his name? Did you get his name?
I don't know. I didn't get his name, and I'm upset about it.
Probably Richard.
That shit was the hardest thing I've ever done.
Wow.
I have video proof.
Okay.
The altitude.
I was gonna say, would you like to share with our people?
I know. I should probably upload it.
Yeah, we should upload it to the thing.
The entire time I was doing this, all I could think was, I am such an asshole to every patient I've ever had with COVID.
Yeah.
Because every time I took 2 steps, I would do the, like, dyspnea 3+.
Yeah.
And I was like, in through your nose, out through your mouth.
And you had no nasal canyon?
I had no nasal, I had nothing. And so our guides they were like, if you really need it, we have oxygen with us.
Yeah.
They're like, but if we open the oxygen for you, you have to go back down. Like, we can't let you keep going up.
Oh, wow.
I can't just take a hit and keep going. And I was like, well, I'm not about to go back down.
That's what they did on Mount Everest. They took hits and kept going.
That's what I'm saying.
You know.
I guess it's a liability thing. But I was like, no, we're halfway up. I got to keep going. They're like, well, you can purchase a horse to take you up. No, I'm 28 years old. I have a functional, healthy body. Yeah. There's fucking 75-year-old people doing this.
I hate when they do that with you, though. Because they make you feel like shit.
Exactly. There's little kids like running up the mountain. I'm like, I don't need a fucking horse. Made it up to the top of the mountain, 15,000 feet. I'm in a pressure cooker. My brain feels like it's melting out of my ears. My head is being compressed. I can't breathe. I feel like I'm going to throw up. I made it to the top. I took 2 pictures. I ran right the fuck back down.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It was awful.
Oh my God.
Who does that?
White people.
White people.
That was your white side coming out.
But
were there any black people there?
Not that I saw.
Brown people?
Lots of brown people.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right.
South
it's
America.
Peru. That's right.
But
geography.
I think I saw 2 black people, and they were both with white people. As I was.
That's why you can't travel with your white friends. They're going to always have you as some
They're
shit.
too adventurous, dude. I don't know what the fuck to say. So, all that to say, Peru, amazing, beautiful place. Yeah. Loved the people, loved the food. I have nothing bad to say. Didn't get sick the entire time except for the altitude sickness. Our hotel was amazing. Every night, our hotel would send, like, we'd walk back into the room and there was tea set up for us. Like, little tea, like altitude sickness tea, digestive tea. I was living on cloud 9.
Well, you almost became a permanent resident there because you almost couldn't get out.
Because again, with the fucking planes, we had a great time. I was like, all of our bad luck was front loaded.
Yeah.
My suitcase was lost, all that crazy shit. We go through the whole trip, beautiful experience. I made chocolate from cacao beans.
They're huge.
Literally, yeah, from the natural source. I'm like a woman of the world. End of the trip, had a great time. Get to the airport 3 hours early. Sitting at the terminal, flight delayed. 4 hours. Not a big deal. Layover in Atlanta, 5 hours. We have some wiggle room. Closer and closer and closer. Plane's not fucking taking off.
Yeah.
The pilot, not even the flight attendant. The pilot comes out on the microphone and he's like, yeah, Captain, y'all aren't fucking leaving Peru today.
That's all yours.
Canceled. In Spanish. And like, I can hear it in Spanish and I think I know what he said. Yeah. And I'm like, And then I hear it in English. I'm like, oh no, I heard what he said.
I'm like, Quinta, can you translate for me?
Exactly. So me and 200 of my closest friends have to go down, unboard, get our baggage, stand in this long ass fucking Delta line. Everyone's fucking pissed off.
God.
So that they could, everyone's trying to fly out. I literally texted the Delta people. Because you can text them on their phone. And I was like, please get me to any American city tonight. I don't care if it's fucking BFE. Like, I just need to be in America.
What's BFE?
Bumfuck Egypt.
Oh, never heard that. Okay.
Oh, really?
I've never heard that.
Just means in the middle of nowhere. Gotcha. I don't care if it's there. I need to get to America. And they were like, okay, if you want to fly out tonight, it'll be $3,000. And I was like,
pick a card.
My ass will be staying here tonight.
Oh, right.
So to stay there overnight, which wasn't like my friends didn't care because they're both teachers.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know how teacher schedules work.
They're out for the summer.
They're out for the fucking summer. You know who isn't? This healthcare fucking professional right here.
That's very true.
I was like, I got work on Monday. I screwed myself over. So stayed in a hotel that night at the airport. Got to the airport again in the morning. The line took forever just to check our bags. Get to the plane. Oh, thank God. We have like 40 minutes. Not even. We probably had 30 minutes. We're like, oh, we made it. Plane delayed.
Jesus, my Lord.
Plane delayed 2 hours. Finally took off. Almost missed our connecting in Atlanta. Finally made it home.
My Lord.
The longest trip of my life. The best and longest trip.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time though while you were there. Yeah. At least it wasn't shit while you were there.
No, it was. I literally have no complaints about Peru. I never felt unsafe. I think there were a lot of unsafe situations I was in, but
Did you operate in white safety?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. There were times like, so we had this guide the entire time. Super nice man. Name was JC. Love him.
Shouts out to JC.
Shouts out to JC. And we had one other girl on the trek with us who happened to be from Houston. Randomly.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So she was a Spanish teacher.
Awesome.
Really fucking helpful.
Translator. Yeah.
So for some reason, I don't know if it's the way everything was booked, but when we were leaving to come back from the trek, he was like, hey, y'all 3 are going on the first train. I'm going with her on the second train, but y'all don't need to wait for us when you get to the train station. There's a man there his name is Fernando. He's going to pick you up. He's going to either have my name on a sign or one of your names on a sign. And that's the bus you'll get in to drive the 2 hours back to your hotel.
That seems very sketchy already.
We were like, okay.
Looking for Fernando.
Exactly. Took the train, get off the train, start walking. I don't see a sign. No, nary a sign. I'm looking for his name, my name, any variations of all of our names.
Yeah.
Don't see anything. I do see this sketchy man in a jacket who's staring at us, and he's like, eh. And we're like, and I said, Fernando? And he's like, mm-hmm.
Oh my
God.
God.
And gestures like, come here. And I was like, okay. Fuck it. So we're walking.
Oh my God. You almost didn't make it back.
We almost didn't make it back. He was like, do y'all need to use the restroom? And I was like, kind of. We don't know. Like, maybe he's like, I know a place. We're like, okay. When I tell you,
oh my God,
we get in this van, he drives us to this abandoned gas station. Basically, there's not a single person in it, maybe besides the person who's working there, that none of us saw.
And you don't even have an air tag on you.
I didn't even have my air tag, bitch. I didn't even have my air tag on me. And because I had an air tag in my purse that my mom had access to, that way she could see my location. Left at the hotel. Because I'm an idiot.
Oh, white safety, man.
Go in this bathroom, come out. I'm like, oh, it's fine. Okay. He's like, oh, I said, how long is it going to take? And he's like, oh, it usually takes like 2 hours, but I know a shortcut. And all of us are like, okay, cool. Drives us through what looks like weird construction sites where you bury bodies. There's like a police checkpoint we never had to go through before where the cops come up and ask him what the fuck is going on.
Oh my God. He's
on the phone with something as we're getting closer to the city where our hotel is, right? And there were suitcases in the back when we got into the car. So he's driving. He's like, I'm sorry, I have to make one stop. We're like, okay.
He's robbing a bank.
Exactly. Or something. So he stops in the middle of the street, and it's like there's a building with doors. It doesn't look like a hotel, but it looks like doors that open to a courtyard. But we can't see what's behind it. He gets out of the car. He like opens the back, and all I can see in my head is like those movies where the driver drives you somewhere, runs off, and then like you're either kidnapped or they shoot up the van. Yeah. And we're all just looking at each other because not all of us are just like, no.
Oh my
and
God.
I literally looked at everybody and I was like, I don't have my air tag. No one even knows where we are.
Did you think about the podcast? Did you think about the supporters?
You were the first thing on my mind, ladies and gentlemen at home. I was like, shit.
Oh my God.
But he walked into he like left the suitcases wherever he needed to and came back out and then drove us to our hotel. But that was one of the many times on that trip that I was like, this could have been a dangerous situation.
Well, at least I was only accosted by one crackhead. At least it wasn't like a family of crackheads.
Yeah.
So
I think we both had some close calls.
We did.
We both made it back.
We did safely.
What's summer without adventure? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just wish we could carry like weapons with us when you travel. Like it was like a universal.
If I had a gun at this point, someone would turn it and use it on me 100%.
You'd be like, oh, you stole it. Hey, calm down.
I was telling my cousin about that the other day because I was like, I truly think if I had to fight somebody, I couldn't do it. Like if I had to throw a punch, I couldn't fucking do it.
Listen, I would windmill the shit out of you. I would windmill the crap out of people. I absolutely would. Well, I'm glad we both made it back to San Antonio safely and that you made it back into the country safely without any issue. That we are back again with this episode. So we're gonna have this is gonna be a special episode just because.
Sorry, I just forgot.
What?
This is very important. I need everyone to hear it. As I was running late to my flight, my connecting flight, literally sprinting, sweating, everything had to go right for me to make it on time. What do you think happened at fucking TSA?
You forgot your ID.
No, I got fucking stopped.
Oh, you did?
So they could swab my fucking hands.
Swab your hands for what?
Drugs, I guess. I don't know.
So they swab your hands and nothing else?
In the Atlanta airport, yep.
I'm telling you, Atlanta is
When I tell you I stepped through that x-ray thing and he's like, ma'am, You've been randomly selected. I looked at him. I said, I'm sure I have, sir. I'm sure I have.
It's like everything that could go wrong on this trip
exactly.
went wrong. Like,
and he's like, I need to swap your hands. I said, go ahead, take your time. He was like, you're in a good mood. I said, sir, everything that could have gone wrong today has. So just do what you need to do.
You should have took that as an omen. Maybe I shouldn't go to Peru, but I'm going to go anyway. That's crazy.
I know.
No, my experience going through the airport was nice and easy.
Dude, do you like the San Antonio airport?
It's easy.
I love that airport. It's so
quick
easy.
And easy. It's quick
so
and easy
small.
to get through. Yeah, it's small and it's. I don't think I've ever, knock on wood, ever had an experience where I had a delay or like had issues going through security. There's never really a line. I think the only time there was ever a line was Thanksgiving, and it went very, very fast. But even Atlanta, like as busy as Atlanta is, going through the process of security, you still are moving pretty fast. I mean, you just have to keep going through all these twists and turns, but you still are moving pretty fast.
Security not in America, breeze.
Really?
They're like, they look at you and they're like, do you promise you don't have anything fucked up?
Yeah.
And you're like, yep.
Well, because they don't have shootings like we have here in America. Because they don't
have to take your shoes off. Don't have to do all the bullshit. Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's because they probably don't give their citizens guns like that either. So
I know.
Nobody needs to shoot up places, unfortunately, like Americans do. It's an obsession. But anyway, this is gonna be a special episode, like I was saying, because we're actually gonna give you guys a bonus episode. This episode is gonna run a little bit longer, so we're gonna split it up into 1 and 2, but we're gonna drop them both at the same time. So don't worry, you're not gonna have to wait till next week for the second episode. So it'll be lengthy, but we're gonna break it up into 2. So thank you so much for being patient with us and allowing us to be able to take some time and have a break and have a vacation, to be able to rest up to give you guys premium content. But you know what content is great? June freaking 10th.
Red for the blood.
Red for the blood.
Juneteenth. Free the slaves. African Americans. Juneteenth.
I don't think we want to make that a song. I don't think we want to make that a song.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. But yeah, so by the time you all hear this, Juneteenth would have passed. But happy Juneteenth to all of our African Americans out there.
Just the African Americans.
That's it. That's all it applies to. It doesn't apply to anybody else.
And if you are an African American, at least 16% or a 16th.
I don't know what the ratio is. If you have to drop a black in you,
if you gotta drop black in you and you're at work, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'll be mourning with you.
Yeah, I definitely.
This is not Martin's dream.
I was definitely petty at my job, and I put in the chat. Do we get off for Juneteenth? I don't think that's one of the recognized holidays.
It should be.
It should be. It's a federal holiday.
And the least Joe Biden could do after raising these fucking gas prices is let my ass stay at home on Juneteenth.
Here's the thing. I think that every white person in the United States should have to go to work, and every black person should be off.
And that's on reparations.
Absolutely. That should be a law. Executive order it, Joe. Did you see he just fell off a bicycle? Anyway,
I did see that. And
why are you on a bike?
It's like a cry for help at this point.
It's almost like how Putin and the North Korean president
Kim Jong-un.
I was trying not to say his name so we won't get flagged or anything.
Oh, sorry.
But I'll bleep it out.
I'll say it.
I was like, please don't put us on your radar, please, Lord Jesus. But you know how they try to prove like, yes, I am healthy, and it's like now you have a fucking concussion, Joe. Sit your ass down. You don't need to be riding a bike at 95.
I feel like all these gas prices went to shit. The interest rates went up. Everyone's like, it's Biden's fault. And he's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go out and ride a bike. They're gonna see how cute, dainty, and fucking innocent I am.
I just asked Congress for $1 billion to send to Ukraine, but I'm gonna ride a bike, and I'm not canceling any of your loans.
Just cancel the fucking loans, Joe.
And black people don't have an executive order protecting us. So you do that for Juneteenth. How about that? But anyway, Juneteenth, we're celebrating Juneteenth on Sunday, June the 19th. So again, Juneteenth is going to be the whole month long. It doesn't even matter. Also, to the month of June, a very, very busy month. It's also Pride Month. Did we talk about? I think we talked about.
We're prideful. We are allies.
We are definitely allies to the LGBTQ plus IA community.
I'm allies of do whatever you want to do as long as it doesn't affect me.
Pretty much. Or children.
Or innocent people who don't want it.
Exactly. And also, too, happy Father's Day to all the amazing fathers out there, those that are supporters, those who have stepped in the gap.
Step in the name of love.
For that, too.
No.
Yeah, you can step in the name of love. It's okay. I
don't support that.
I like the song. I will support it. Anyway,
that, man. I apologize for bringing
happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, all the biological fathers, stepfathers, men who have stepped in the gap for children. Any single mothers out there, shut your ass up. This is not your holiday. That's all I'm saying. You already had your day in May. I don't care if you're both mother and father. This is not your day. We're celebrating the men who are fathers. Okay, happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
I already got hit with the. What are you gonna do for me for Father's Day?
Oh, jeez,
from my mother. Just, you're not gonna spend Father's Day with me, your father.
You know what? Father's Day, honestly, for me, is a really rough holiday because obviously I lost my dad in 2015, unfortunately, and the funny thing is, fathers are really disrespected for their holiday. Like, we go all out for Mother's Day. Oh, we got to get this. We got to plan this. And then for Father's Day, literally, religiously, every year for Father's Day, all we got my dad was socks, wife beaters, some drawers, maybe a tie.
Necessities.
That's it. And we got him a card and we just all signed it. Happy Father's Day. That's it. We didn't take him out to dinner. We didn't make a special meal. We were just like, we just put it on his bed, on his pillow, just like, Happy Father's Day.
You do you, boo.
That's it. So
I don't know shit about Father's Day on account of I do not know my father. But what I've heard is for Mother's Day, like, there's this push to be like, oh, you're a mom and you want to spend time with your kids doing this and that. And on Father's Day, there's this push for, well, go out and do what you want to do. It's your time to be alone. You're a father.
Very true. Very true.
Which I'm like, what the hell? So now I'm like, when I'm a mom, I want to be like, it's Mother's Day and I'm going out. Fuck you, kids. Stay at home.
True.
I'm gonna get drunk.
I mean, men, they should be left alone for Father's Day. I think mothers should be left alone for Mother's Day as well.
Did you see that meme going around in a some kind of hospital nurse staffing email went out and it said, give your father what he really wants for Father's Day and leave him alone. Come into work. We need 2 people for the next shift.
Seriously, leave all the fathers alone. There are some amazing fathers out there. There's amazing men that are out there who, again, have stood in the gap for people who have lost their fathers or their biological fathers were not in their lives. So to all the uncles, all the godfathers,
baby daddies,
children's fathers, all the fathers out there, all the dads, like the people who are actually doing something for the children,
rearing a child.
Absolutely, because anyway,
the teachers, a lot of male figures out there.
Absolutely.
That guy on YouTube who makes the videos for people who don't have dads.
Yeah, the Korean dad.
Maybe
there's a Korean dad. And he goes
dad?
around shopping and telling people what to do. Yeah, and he's called the Korean dad.
I just love that.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. So yeah, it's been a lot of holidays this month. This is a very, very busy month. I tell you what else has been busy. Even speaking of your time in Peru and being almost trapped there. I just want to put this out there. Brittany Griner, who is an amazing basketball player in the WNBA, she is still stuck in Russia. And they extended her detention 18 more days. They keep extending it. And they are calling for, I know at first her wife was calling for nobody to bring attention to it because, of course, Ukraine and Russia, I guess, are still at war. Who knows? I think they are. No, news coverage has stopped, so who knows? But her wife recently sat down and did an interview with Angela Rye.
Angela Yee?
Angela Rye.
Oh.
Angela Rye.
Angela Yee.
No. Okay. Not Angela Yee. Angela Rye.
I think it would have reached more people with Angela Yee.
Not really. No. Angela Rye is an amazing interviewer. Like, she has her own podcast and everything like that. But anywho, she's on ESPN now, I think it is. She's an ESPN commentator, but for political stuff. Anywho, neither here nor there. Brittany Griner's wife actually did an interview with Angela Rye to talk about just kind of the things that have been going on, and they're calling for Joe Biden to, do something about it, because had it been LeBron or Steph Curry or any other male basketball player, they would have already been out.
Can you imagine if LeBron James was locked up and he'd already be out?
We wouldn't even know about it.
There's no way he'd still be over there.
We wouldn't know about it because
it would have been if anything, 24 hour thing.
Exactly.
If anything.
Exactly. So that's part of the problem. But
speaking of basketball,
yeah,
the Warriors won.
They did
the NBA championship.
Congratulations to the Warriors.
And all I could focus on. In the last 2 years, I've fallen off NBA basketball. After the bubble, I didn't watch during the bubble because it was so boring. It was boring. Didn't care. I'm slowly getting back on. Watched the final game. Did you watch Steph and Aisha after he won?
I did.
Very strange. Did you not think their interaction was strange? Oh.
I felt like he wanted a kiss and she was just like, oh my God, I'm so happy. He was like, bitch, give me a kiss. But I thought it was very strange for his parents to bring their significant others. And why is that a topic of discussion? Why is that
Because his mama's so fine. His dad is a handsome man. They were together forever. Now they're separated. They're both cheating on each other. But they're going to play happy family kind of, for this whole thing.
I just think that that's an unfortunate situation that none of us should know about. We don't care. Your marriage or the lack thereof does not pay any of our bills. This is about Steph Curry. Leave it at that. But I will tell you one thing I love about Steph Curry. All his different like handshakes with his kids. Oh my God. So cute.
I'm here for celebrity kids. I love those kids. I
just can't believe Riley is like as big as
like
she is.
I'm teenager.
Like, what? How old is this girl? She was just a baby like last year. It's insane. But his kids are beautiful.
Remember when she used to go
family.
Up and sit with him and say crazy shit?
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
Way about feel blessed. It's like, take the mic from this girl.
What a throwback.
I know, right?
Word on the street is that Steph and Aisha have an open relationship, and that's like...
And that's okay.
That gives me life.
That's perfectly okay.
Love it for the two of them.
What works for you may not work for them, and what works for them may not work for you.
Well, I hope whatever works for me doesn't work for me with millions of dollars.
I mean, I
would like to think that changes shit up.
It could possibly. Monique isn't an open marriage. I think she still is. I know when she first got married to her husband Sydney, Monique the comedian, she was in an open relationship, and
Really?
people just thought that he wanted an open relationship. She was like, "I'm the star. Like, I got people banging on my door, want to hit this. Like, come on now, don't fret on Monique." But I mean, whatever works for your marriage, I think we judge. Because it is not quote unquote normal to us, which is fine. But if they are happy, this is why you have polygamy.
But also being famous and having millions of dollars isn't normal.
I mean, for them, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't judge your normal life
to theirs.
To their normal.
Exactly.
That's not normal.
It's just like going to a party and cocaine just being on the table. Like, you expect that in Hollywood to a degree, allegedly, but at your Uncle Peanut's house, that shouldn't just be there.
Exactly.
If that's there, you need to go jail, sir. You are going to jail. But yeah, we also got to talk about just a little. We're going to go over this very, very quickly, just because we didn't have a chance to talk about it, obviously, because we were on hiatus. But the shooting that happened in Uvalde, Texas, was disgusting and insane.
My God, dude.
Our country has been having we've had more mass shootings, honestly, than we've had days in a year. Yeah, we've had over 250 at this point. So it's been disgusting, and it's very sad that, number one, you attack children, but number two, that the police did absolutely nothing to save the other kids, but they did everything they could to save their own children. And the fact that they allowed this man to go in, and this 18-year-old teenager, because again, when it comes to black and brown children who do stuff like this and they're 18, they want to call them men. But then the white boys who are 18, they're always boys. Oh, he's mental health. Oh, no. Some people are just evil and they just do shit. I did feel bad for the parents though of first of all those children. The one teacher who got shot 4 times, and 11 of his students died that he saw. But I also too, I know this is probably going to sound very controversial and strange, but I feel bad for the shooter's parents as well too.
What a fucked up situation.
They were so apologetic. Like, we had no clue. We had no signs. Like, we are so sorry. Like, please forgive us. We didn't raise him to be this way. And they're going to carry that to their grave, unfortunately.
Oh, and people are going to judge them forever.
Absolutely.
My thing is this group of police officers standing outside the door of this classroom as these kids are calling 911 for 40 minutes.
It's insane. And they didn't move in, and they thought that they were justified in doing that, and then trying to accost the parents who were trying to run into the school to do something.
My thing is, okay, you're given an order not to do anything. Fuck that.
That's crazy.
Fuck that.
What are you gonna do? Lose your job? Who cares? Somebody give you a GoFundMe and pay your bills because you went in and did what you were supposed to do.
You're telling me that you thought it was no longer, what did they call it, an active threat or something, that it changes once they think the threat is no longer
imminent.
Exactly. He was still in there. And the whole thing is, well, they didn't know that kids were still calling 911 from inside that classroom. They thought everyone was dead inside the classroom. Fuck you. Go inside. What do you have to lose?
How do you know? And you know what? One of the I think more sad things is that this was like they were getting out of school that week and ending school. These children never had a chance to actually grow and explore life. And then when you talk about these assault rifles and AR-15 and what it does when it hits human flesh, it's like, you did this to babies.
The thing is, like, for so many kids, school is the safe place.
It's supposed to be.
It's a place where I can get food. It's a place where the heat is on or the AC is working, where someone's paying attention to me, where I can just go and be safe for the day.
Yeah.
And you can't, I hate that.
But, you know, and what was even more disgusting is like these politicians who are basically just trying to turn this into, you guys just want to get rid of guns. No, that's not what we're trying to do. Like, and you know that, and you're just being an asshole. And the fact that Greg Abbott sat here and was supposed to speak at an NRA convention in Texas, along with Ted Cruz, and you're making it a political situation when that's not what it is. Like, the fact that there's not any type of real legislation that helps to control access to these guns. We're not saying that you can't have a gun. That's not what we're saying. We're not saying take away anybody's gun. You should not, as a regular resident of these United States, be allowed to have an assault rifle. Like, these, what do you need with an AR-15? I mean, I'll say this. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I have one. But
what do I need with it?
But it's home defense. I don't have time to be, but I'm not taking this shit out is what I'm saying. There just should be more regulations. And then they're talking about, this is not about guns. This is about mental health. No, it's not. It's not about mental health. I mean, there are parts of it. Am I boring you?
No, you're not.
Listen, wake it the fuck up.
It's the nighttime.
We're back.
Sorry.
You be going out all the time.
No, I don't.
Anyway, well, I'll tell you this. New York kind of took a stand. They're actually, they actually just passed a bill in New York where they are pushing back the age to be able to purchase a gun, which is 21 years old. Now, obviously, people are still going to purchase guns illegally. You're never going to change that. But at least they're doing something about it. But I did love how Beto O'Rourke actually went up while Greg Abbott was doing some kind of press conference or whatever. He was like, no, you need to do something about it, bitch. I mean, he didn't call him a bitch, but it was basically what he was trying to say.
Did you see Canada's doing like a gun buyback program?
I did. They're trying to get rid of all their guns.
But do y'all have the issue?
They don't.
So I was like, what's going on?
Like, you doing that, and people are like, yeah. Half of y'all already don't own guns. So what are you talking about? Like, that's not special.
I was like, okay, no, I get what you're trying to do, but also, like, y'all aren't having the mass shootings.
You're not having the mass shootings. Like, that's not a problem. Like, for y'all. Unfortunately, fortunately, that's not a problem for y'all.
Fortunately, it's not something you have to worry about.
But yeah, it's just insane. And then you were telling me about the orthopedic surgeon who got shot.
God,
wake the fuck up, bitch.
It's been a minute since we podcasted. We're gonna have to do this shit at like 7 a.m.
Wake it up.
There was a huge shooting in Tulsa.
Yeah.
Not a huge shooting. I guess any shooting is a huge shooting.
Yeah, definitely.
But this man went into a hospital, started spraying people looking for his orthopedic surgeon.
Yeah. And killed his orthopedic surgeon. Who happened to be black.
What we need is more black doctors.
Absolutely.
But also, it just made me think, if someone walks into my hospital with a gun, I'm fucking running. Patient care my ass.
Fuck you, Mr. Johnson. Listen, fight or flight, bitch. And I'm not going to fight.
I've seen enough episodes of Grey's Anatomy to know this doesn't end well.
Yo, remember that episode?
Yeah, I think about it all the time.
Miranda Bailey was underneath that bed, and that man pulled her by her feet and said, are you a doctor? And she's, no, I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse. And I would do the same shit. I would take that badge off so I don't even work here. I came to visit somebody.
PCA, bitch, PCA.
Or I would tell you where they are. Because remember the incident we said that happened at the hospital where there was the fire?
Yes, I do.
You know where Monica was? Not on that unit. Even if it was, I'm running. That's all I'm saying. That's crazy.
But also, I'm just like, what drives people?
I don't think I want to know.
No, I don't know.
I don't think because here's my thing. I think the thing that pisses me off the most with mass shooters is that you are already going to kill yourself. Just do it in your house. Don't take anybody else with you. And damn sure don't take children.
And that's why I'm nice to every single one of my patients.
And
even
coworkers.
If they're an asshole.
And
I got a smile on my face and I'm being nice to you because I never know what's going to happen.
Seriously, because, I mean, people are
going through it. After 2 years in a pandemic, we're about to go through a recession, unhopefully. And it's hot as hell outside. I don't know if y'all know this. It's like 102 in Texas, 110 next week.
Yeah, for real.
People are loopy.
It's a lot going on right now, and I just pray for the minds of everybody. And I It's sad to say, but I don't think that this is going to get any better. It's only going to get worse.
Perfect.
And well, did you hear about there was another shooting in Dallas, near Dallas? There was a summer camp. And this guy went and started shooting at the summer camp. Thankfully, nobody was hurt or injured, but the police were called and the police went in and apprehended this man within like 2 minutes and he's dead.
Dude, a summer camp?
I'm like, why are you attacking children? What about children says well, obviously because they're defenseless. Here's my thing.
But if you go into something like that, shooting, if they shoot you dead,
because it's a suicide mission.
What the fuck were you expecting?
You either don't have the gall to kill yourself, or you just want to make a statement and show the world your pain. I don't know. I really don't know, but I think it's disgusting.
I hope I never know. I feel like it's a very dark place to be in. I just
seriously. Well, I'll tell you what's also about to be a dark place. No pun intended. We have a tampon shortage,
which to me, on the heels of a Roe v. Wade reversal, it's very much giving.
Priorities need to be in check.
It's very much giving shut your fucking legs. For the love of God.
You can't. Okay, so you can't have an abortion in this country. Then you can't have tampons. You're going to have this fucking baby, bitch. But we're not going to give you any formula to feed it.
A formula shortage is still imminent.
It's still imminent. Like, what are women supposed to do? So I will just admonish everybody out there. Either make your own cloth pads or go and get buy some cloth pads from Amazon that
cloth
have
pads, like cloth diapers.
Yeah, but
you
they're
got
pads.
me fucked up.
But it's actually way better than some of the toxins that they put in actual pads, and it's made out of bamboo fleece, so it's all natural.
Bamboo
fleece made out of bamboo.
No, yeah. I just have hormones circulating through my body at all times, so I don't have to.
But honestly, too, people say that your menstrual cycle is actually a lot lighter. Like you're bleeding a lot lighter when you have all natural pads on because all the chemicals are basically making you hemorrhage and make you bleed. I don't
believe it.
Allegedly.
I don't believe it.
I just bought them just in case because, you better go buy your Diva Cup. The apocalypse is near. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Apocalypse is near.
I can't believe there's no tampons.
Not only that, even darker, we are getting ready to hit an olive oil shortage. Italy has spoken and said, hey, y'all, we've had some issues with bacteria in the oil. We got to recall a bunch of shit.
How is it just, unless I'm missing something and there were huge shortages of shit before, how is it in the last year that all of this important shit is just going to shit?
Because everything was lax, especially in the food and drug arena. Mm-hmm. You got to think about it. People who were working, they were working at a disadvantage because they were short staffed. People were being out and sick with COVID. Then they had to lax regulations and quality because they don't have all those people. So I think that's why a lot of this stuff is happening. Even strawberries being recalled for hepatitis A. And salmonella in the peanut butter too.
First of all, yes.
Because your mom got sick.
My mom got sick and my dogs got sick from the fucking peanut butter. Mm-hmm. We're coming for you at Jif.
Yep.
Second of all, how the fuck do you get hepatitis B in the... A. What's the bad one? C?
B is the bad one.
B is the bad one.
Yeah, but C will make you want to liver failure. They're all horrible.
No one wants hepatitis.
Yeah, no.
How do you get hepatitis on strawberries?
I think they were saying it comes from like the soil and just like poop and all that kind of crap. But I'm like, how is hepatitis A in the poop? I don't get it.
I'm just gonna start only eating I don't even know, what can I eat? Nothing from the ground.
Air biscuits.
Yeah. I'm gonna be so thin. You're gonna be jealous.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. What were you telling me about? But yeah, it's insane that all that stuff's happening. What were you telling me about Britney Spears? Let's lighten it up a little bit.
In happy news, our angel baby of the 2000s, Britney Jean Spears, is married. Her name is
Jean. That's so old.
BJ's. Ooh. Her initials are BJ's. Ugh.
How much for a BJ?
Britney Jean is married. She got married to her boyfriend, now husband. Her ex-husband, Jason Alexander, who she was married to for no time at all.
I was like, Kevin Federline?
No, broke into her house during the wedding.
No way.
Yeah, to interrupt the wedding.
To say what? He loves her?
Who knows? He went on Instagram Live while he did it.
Does she have I hope she has a I guess she don't care at this point. She's been in a whole conservatorship.
I hope she has a prenup.
I hope she does too. We want prenup. We want prenup. Yeah.
Yeah, or something that you need to have.
At this point, Brittany, you better do everything you can to protect your money. That means get a prenup. Like, please.
Yeah, no, he's not right in the head. He has like warrants out for his arrest and stuff, but he broke into your house. But then it got me thinking, insane. I would love to be the kind of bitch who, like...
No.
I'm getting married. People are so obsessed with me that they have to, like... You know when they're like, speak now or forever hold your peace.
And they interrupt you?
Like, I'd want some motherfucker to be like, actually...
But you wanted to be a person that you probably want to be with. Like, have you ever seen Different World when Dwayne Wayne interrupts Whitley's wedding? Blessed are those who ask the questions, brother. And he was like, baby, please. And she was like, I do. And left Olivia Pope's dad at the altar. That's why he ended up taking over B13 or B16, whatever that shit
Whatever
was,
it is, yeah.
on Scandal. Yeah, that's why he became Rogue. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to actually be with him. I just want the drama of being like... Oh, me?
Why
Look at all these people
that?
in love with me on my wedding day.
No, ma'am.
The drama.
Absolutely not.
Am I the drama?
Yes, you are the drama. Listen.
How exciting.
If any man came up to my wedding and did that, I would shoot you.
Your family's going to be wearing your face on a t-shirt.
Seriously, you had all of these years to profess your love for me and to capture me, and you did not.
It takes pressure. It takes the wedding day.
No, because you want to come in and not have to pay for the wedding, but have all the pictures. Oh no, sir, you won't do that to me. Jail. You will go on pressing charges.
Jail.
That's insane.
Yeah, but she's happily married now. Congrats to her and her groom.
Well, I tell you who else is having some pretty big announcements. Your Lord and Savior Beyonce is dropping an album.
She Renaissance bitch.
You know what they said? She did was it Vogue? I think it was her Vogue spread from, was it last year? She talked about, and she made a statement. People were, piecing all this shit together and saying that she made a statement about, I just feel like we're in a renaissance. So she told the name of the album a year ago.
I love the Easter, like the post.
I love the mystery of Beyonce.
Easter.
I love it.
There's nothing unplanned.
Yeah.
Even when, you remember when she did the documentary and she was like, oh, when I dropped Beyonce, it was just, I was going on stage and I thought I need to drop the album.
Yeah.
I don't believe that for one fucking second.
No.
I think you had that shit planned. And all of this shit with the Drake album dropping sooner than it was supposed to be because it was going to be on Beyonce's day.
Have you heard it?
Yeah.
Because everybody is saying that it sucks.
So here's my thing about the Drake album. I'm glad everyone's listening. Every time I hear a Drake album for the first time, I'm like, this shit is the exact same.
Yeah.
I've heard it before. I'll hear it again. Ain't nothing new. 2 weeks later, I'm fucking obsessed. So I do not want to speak on it before I give it its due diligence.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, it's very much giving kind of 2016 passion fruit, one dance vibes.
Okay.
Very much like vibey brunch music I hear in the background.
But not that you're jamming to.
Not that I'm necessarily, it's not like a Nice for What. It's nothing like that. There's a couple rap songs. It's more like a music I hear in the shopping stores, music I hear eating brunch. Yeah. But I like it. It's kind of like poppy dancehall vibes.
Kendrick Lamar's album is amazing.
Bangers.
Kendrick Lamar can do no wrong. I don't think I've heard a bad Kendrick Lamar song.
Doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. It probably will never exist.
He's amazing.
That's like having a bad J. Cole song. It won't happen. Won't happen.
J. Cole, the NBA player?
Oh my God. I love that he's playing his dreams.
Or I guess it's not NBA.
No, he's playing in the whatever league overseas somewhere. But yeah.
Live your dreams. It's never too late.
Yeah. So Beyonce's coming out with a new album.
I'm very excited. Anything she does, I fucking love. So you can pre-download it on her website.
Title?
No.
Oh, her actual website.
And you know what? Very funny that you bring that up because I was thinking that. So you go to the Beyonce website. It allows you the option to pre-download her album on either Spotify or Apple. But why not Tidal?
Because I think you should. Tidal sucks. Who's listening to Tidal?
Nobody. You would think it's her husband's. Her husband owns it.
No. But just because your husband owns it don't mean you need to be a part of it.
Just saying.
Like, separate business from personal. I mean, I think he did it. He had her on, or she was like, you know what? I'll let you have my album, the first one. So that way, when he first came out with Tidal, just to help you build your platform, but you have to do your own damn dirty work. And he was like,
do you remember when Lemonade was only on Tidal? Jeez.
Exactly. And then now it's on Apple. So, listen, Beyonce got to get her money.
I cannot wait. I've been waiting for like a spiritual Beyonce revival. I need captions. I need songs for videos. I need I just need it all.
But you know what I love about Beyonce though, because I'm not a Beyonce stan. I love her as an artist and as a performer. I love the fact that she has kind of retro the way that we look at and the way that we anticipate new music from artists. The fact that she forces you to enjoy her album front and back, and she will wear that shit out. She will go on a tour. She will make you learn all the music, all the steps, and she will drive that album for however long she needs to. She will go away, and then she will make you anticipate. And it's going to be heightened as soon as she says it. People are going crazy over even now trying, let's figure out the song list. What do you think she means here? Versus like in the early 2000s and 90s, before social media was a thing, the only way you knew that they were coming out is when you checked the Best Buy circular, like weekly ad, and every Tuesday, that's when new music dropped. Seriously, that's when every news, and you're like, oh my God, this person's coming out with an album. Because there was no Instagram, there was no Facebook to know when people's albums were coming out. So I like the fact that she has kind of taken a step back, and I don't know that she's doing this on purpose, but if she is, I think it's very brilliant that she's making people enjoy and savor her art. Like, you are not going to get a Beyonce album on July 29th and then get another one on August the 30th. You're not going to do that. You're going to enjoy what the fuck I gave you, because it took me a long ass time to make this stuff. As you should. Exactly. So I love that. Versus like Papoose, which I love Papoose as a rapper. However, this man put out a whole ass album every month during COVID. Why would you do that, Papoose?
He had a catalog.
The man still has a catalog, but the fact that he didn't drop, I didn't say a song. This man dropped a literal album every month in 1 year. Why would you do that,
He's
Papoose?
Like, this is my time.
But you're creating a dangerous game, because everybody's gonna be like, well, Papoose did it. Why you can't do it, Beyonce? We should have 12 albums lined up.
At Rihanna.
Rihanna, I ain't getting no album from Rihanna. She's not giving
She's
it.
fucking posted up with her
She's
baby.
over here breastfeeding.
The first picture I get of that baby, I'm gonna post it up somewhere. I'm gonna print it out. I'm gonna frame it.
Fucking
I cannot wait. It's gonna. Can you imagine the skin? It's gonna be beautiful.
All babies are beautiful.
All babies are
to their parents.
I mean, yeah, not all babies are beautiful.
They look weird.
I don't think I was a beautiful baby. I was a beautiful like 2-month-old maybe.
I mean, you look like an alien when you first come out.
I needed some weight on me.
Yeah. I mean, I had enough weight. I was a 10-pound baby, so.
10 pounds?
Yeah.
You could have eaten me.
Very true, because you were how big?
5.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I had a little double chin and everything.
Oh my God.
I did. But I look like a straight up Caucasian baby.
Were your sisters that big?
No. My older sister, I think, was like 6 pounds something. And then my sister right before me, she was like 7 pounds or something.
You were a big baby.
Yeah. But my mom said I hurt the worst because she had a C-section with me, but I kind of got stuck, so they had to cut her more. But this was like in the 80s when they didn't do the transverse cut. They did up and down, the vertical cut. Yeah.
Who do you think was the first doctor that was like, do we really have to cut her from fucking pussy to tit?
Well, they didn't go from vagina to boob. They just went from...
I really think it did.
I just didn't think it was smart to go through the belly button. Like, why would you do that?
He was just like, whoop, we got him.
Exactly. It's just weird.
Like, what was the doctor that was like, actually, I think you can just make this little slit here.
Yeah, and just, there's a better way.
Yeah.
They're probably black. Anyway.
Never stop innovating.
Happy Juneteenth. What were you telling me about Apple?
Okay. I've had it on good authority, i.e. me, myself, that Apple has been slowing down motherfuckers' phones. Every time there's a new phone to come out.
Absolutely.
Every time they release a new phone, your phone starts moving slower.
Yep.
Every time there's an update with a new phone, your phone starts going slower. The battery starts dying.
Absolutely.
The apps aren't working. And we've all had this like group think that they're doing it on purpose, but you never really know, because you're like, are we just thinking they're doing it on purpose, but our phones are just old, or is it really happening? No, bitch, they're being fucking sued, because that's what they're doing. They're slowing down everybody's phones with the updates.
So will everybody be able to benefit from this, or do you have to prove that they slow down your phone?
I have no idea, but I feel validated in even knowing that other people out there are thinking the same thing and that it's true.
But they admitted it some years ago, though, by mistake, but they admitted it.
They did. But I'm just like, how many phones? I remember having this conversation with someone where my phone was slowing down, and I was like, it's slow, but I know they just want me to buy a new phone.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to do it. Yes. And then you end up having to get a new one because it's so bad.
Yeah.
And you don't want to update your phone, but then you plug it in at night and it automatically updates.
Oh, I take that off.
Bastards.
Yeah, no, but Apple definitely has been doing that because they mentioned allegedly that they do it because they need to give the newer phones the experience of having this fast chip, because they say, oh, well, we're presenting this new M2 chip and it's super fast and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's only fast because they slowing everybody else down with the M1 chips.
Yep, it's ridiculous.
So,
and I think they're being sued for like, let me
a gazillion dollars.
like a couple $1 million.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, everybody's going to get $1 from it. Like, I mean.
$500 million.
Oh, that's chump change.
Yeah.
That's chump change for them.
And another $750 million to the British users.
Oh, interesting.
We'll all get $5.
Pretty much. Well, also too, the web browser. Speaking of tech companies and things of that nature, Microsoft is going through some stuff because Internet Explorer, the beloved.
Is it beloved?
It used to be because it was the only one.
That's true.
The beloved Internet Explorer is now going to be put to rest.
Good, because it's trash.
After about, I think it's 25 years or 20 years or something like that.
That was the OG though. But trash it is.
It was stable.
Nothing ain't working on Internet Explorer. No movies are streaming.
No.
None of the Adobe players are playing.
But I feel like Safari is not far behind.
That's true. I'm a Safari gal.
Me too. I love Safari. Chrome, to me, you're going to get a virus. If you go on Firefox, you're going to get a virus. The only thing you need to go with is Microsoft Edge at this point, because that's the thing that's going to be the most stable.
I usually use Safari, but Chrome has all the browsers that I need, like all the
They have incognito
plugins.
mode too.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you're trying to look up something, especially when you're looking up flights, go in incognito mode first, look up your flight, and then go purchase it.
I heard that wasn't true. Is it true?
What?
Someone on the internet said that it doesn't necessarily help.
No, it does. I do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. When you're searching for flights, go in incognito mode, and then
that
you
way
can
it's not tracking your ass.
Yep, absolutely. Because if you go back on there, it's gonna be up. It's gonna go up.
If it's up,
then it's stuck.
That's ladies and gentlemen.
That's very true. All right. Well, let's end this first episode on a high note. Other than Internet Explorer, we're gonna get into some other stuff on the next episode. But again, we're gonna be releasing both of these episodes at the same time,
Yeah,
so we will see y'all back on part 2. Remember, it's dropping at the same time, so it's not gonna take a week. So, all right, y'all, peace out. We'll be back after these messages.
What messages?
None.
This is my message to everyone out there.
Okay,
Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at The Face Off Pod. Be sure to tune in to The Face Off every Tuesday where new episodes are released.